Welcome back to another proposed minimum requirement. This time we're going to check Sonic SuperStar by Sega. This nostalgic game will make a lot of people happy as the minimum requirement is i5 2300, 6GB of memory and a GTS450 or AMD HD5770 as long as the graphic card have 1GB I guess, and that is to play at 720p low for 60fps, not even 30. And the recommend setting don't require much more. i5 3470, still 6GB of memory, GTX450 or AMD HD5870 to be able to play at 1080p high 60fps, but it's okay. Anyway, I'll show you. This is a lie. So for the current testing, we're going to go with the i5 2400 because I don't have a 2300. We're going to AMD HD5770, 6GB of memory. And obviously, since they propose it, it will be 720p. But for some reason, the auto detector put my graphic quality at high. So let's try it at high. I waited so long to play this game. I'm so happy to finally be able to play it. And now it's going to do some tests beforehand. So right now I'm at 720p high. And after finishing loading, the game starts at 60fps out of the bat. Just so you know, I'm playing on a PC. And to add some torture to it, I'm with a keyboard and mouse. I don't know where I put my game controller. So if you're stupid like me and lose your game controller and use the keyboard and mouse, just mind to put the key config on mouse and keyboard so you can jump. With the keyboard and mouse, you play with WASD and enter to jump. Please don't laugh at my gameplay. Keyboard and mouse is extremely awful. But otherwise than that, the game is at 60fps all the time. So I match the proposed minimum requirements, but the issue I have is I'm at high, not at low settings, graphic settings I mean. I'm currently not doing any objective. I'm just trying to reach the end of the level and see if I can sustain a 60fps. So I'll let the gameplay running so you can enjoy my poor gameplay at keyboard and mouse without any fast forward, and I'll come back to you in a couple seconds. It was really intended to die right here to see if any loading screen will drop my FPS. Beside a quick drop to 18fps, we were quickly back to 60fps. By the way, don't play with the keyboard and the mouse unless you want to have some challenge. That would have been probably one of the best minimum and propose and recommend setting. Get a game controller. Now, since this is done, we know that the minimum requirement is busted. Let's see what this current settings can achieve. So we're going to pump the resolution to 1080p and let's keep it at high. So we start with the initial loading screen and we start at 35fps, quickly reaching 60 right out of the bat. That is really nice to see. So the minimum requirement is actually 1080p, 60fps. And we are most of the time at 60fps. Sometimes it seems to be hovering in the 57, 56. And you'll see at some point we also get some low at 30 and stay at 30fps for a while. But it does not hinder the game at all. Still highly playable even if it goes down to 30. I'll let the gameplay run so you can see how it goes. See you in a few. And I'm back, and just want to show you that when you intentionally die, and not because I'm using a damn keyboard and mouse, we again get a drop on FPS and quickly go back up. But it's hovering in the 30, 40, sometimes reaching 60, back to 30. The FPS is a bit unstable for that resolution. But hey, that gives you an idea if you play with the minimum requirement at that resolution and graphic settings. That's it for that quick video for Sonic SuperStar proposed minimum requirement, which make you able to play at 1080p high, 720p high. I'll see you on the real minimum requirement for Sonic SuperStar. And don't forget, don't play with the keyboard and mouse. Subscribe.